Lindsay Lohan just revealed that she's ready to be in movies again and wants Tina Fey to make a Mean Girls sequel, and honestly, that would be so fetch right now. What's up, y'all? I'm Emil Ennis Jr. here with Clevver News, bringing you all the latest news updates from my at-home Clevver studio. And while we've all been hanging at home and social distancing, I don't know about you, but I've been watching a lot of movies. Like, for real, this has been all of us for over a month now.
I can't go out. I'm sick.
I mean, sure, it's government mandated, but hey, being home isn't so bad when you have great movies to watch. One movie in particular I've watched about 1,000,000 times is Mean Girls, so even the thought of getting a sequel gets me excited. And Lindsay Lohan just teased that she really wants a Mean Girl reboot, and I am so here for it. We'll get into everything she said, but first be sure to subscribe to Clevver News and hit that bell so you never miss any entertainment news updates. Alright, so I'm not sure if you've been keeping up with Lindsay Lohan, but she's actually been pretty busy lately. She was a judge on The Masked Singer Australia.
Who are you? It's driving me mad. Someone from Duran Duran, Simon Le Bon.
And she's also working on recording her first album in 12 years. Earlier this month, she released her first single off the album called Back to Me. But in a recent appearance on Lights Out with David Spade, Lindsay revealed that she wants to get back into acting in movies. But not just any movie, her dream would be to return to her iconic Mean Girls role as Katie Heron. And if that's not enough to get you excited, well, then you can't sit with us. Just kidding, you can always sit with us here at Clevver, but come on, you've got to admit, a Mean Girls sequel with the OG cast would be amazing. Here's what Lindsay said.
Well, I think that I was hanging on to that for a really long idea. I kind of wanted to come back with like a Mean Girls 2. With the same cast and work with Tina and the whole crew again and Mark Waters. And that was really what I wanted. I was really excited to do that. And that's all in their hands, really.
And if you're a diehard Mean Girls fan, you probably already know that there's actually already a Mean Girls 2 that came out in 2011. Unfortunately, though, that sequel wasn't written by Tina Fey or directed by Mark Waters and didn't feature the original cast. So basically, it didn't really have anything to do with the first Mean Girls movie. And in addition to that, a movie based on the Mean Girls Broadway musical is set to come out at some point, but with all the other sequels, reboots, and reunions that have come out, real fans could use a true Mean Girls sequel as a treat. On Twitter, fans are talking about how they would love to see Lindsay reunite with Rachel McAdams, Amanda Seyfried, Lacey Chabert, Jonathan Bennett, Lizzie Kaplan, Danielle Francesi, and the rest of the cast. I wanna know what you guys think about this though. Would you be here for a Mean Girls sequel with the original cast and crew? Let me know and get the conversation started down in the comments below. I personally feel like seeing the Plastics all grown up and maybe with kids of their own would be hilarious. They'd all be like,
"I'm not like a regular mom, I'm a cool mom."
And fans are taking to Twitter to share their thoughts. One person wrote, yes, Lindsay, please return in Mean Girls. Another said, that actual Mean Girls 2 that went straight to DVD was trash. Tina Fey and Lindsay Lohan, let's make this happen once we're all allowed out of our houses again. I stand. And another fan was right on track with my thoughts and wrote, they should call it Mean Moms, chronicling their lives in parenthood and PTA meetings and bake sales and e-learning, LOL. Exactly, now that's a movie I would watch. Imagine those three-way phone calls, or better yet, group texts. And Lindsay isn't the only late 90s, early 2000s movie or show cast member that has reboots and reunions on their mind. We all know that shows like Full House, Will and Grace, and Gossip Girl have gotten reboots, but one show that fans have been begging the cast to get back together for is Friends. And the entire cast was actually slated to get back together for an epic reunion on HBO Max. The planned reunion was to help celebrate Friends' big return to streaming after it famously left Netflix. But now with the current state of the world, the reunion has been indefinitely delayed. And fans totally freaked out when this reunion got pushed. I mean, a reunion of the Friends cast is what everyone has been waiting for over 15 years since the series ended, but HBO Max put out a statement that helped ease minds a bit. They said, quote, we want to share some background information about the production dates for the upcoming unscripted Friends reunion special for HBO Max. As was previously reported, production is delayed. This means that the special will not be available on the streamer on day one of launch, but it is coming. They went on to say that, quote, the cast and producers are all very excited to go into production, as this will be the first time since the show ended that the whole cast will be together and on the original sets to reminisce. And HBO Max also shared that the episode will not be a reboot episode like some fans were hoping for, but instead the cast will be appearing as themselves looking back on the show. It will include loads of great surprises in store and lots of rare behind the scenes footage they are eager to share. And a source told The Sun that while they aren't able to film the reunion yet, the cast is getting prepared and excited from home. The source said, quote, Courtney Cox immediately set up a Zoom meeting for them, and they all logged on to discuss ideas, brainstorming, and bringing in the producers for a session which they called a mock rehearsal and chatted for almost 2 hours. They've been having daily meetings, and Jennifer Aniston, who has the busiest schedule of the six, has assured them she'll do whatever she can to ensure they don't have to wait months to get the reunion filmed. So it sounds like the cast is ready to shoot as soon as they are able to, and we can't wait to see it. And don't worry, the entire show will still be available on HBO Max as soon as the platform launches, regardless of when the reunion eventually drops. And if you want more reboot and reunion news, well, Selena Gomez and David Henry recently talked about a Wizards of Waverly Place reunion. You can click right over here to get all that tea and watch. I'm Emilius Jr., and I'll see you soon, maybe even in the next video. Bye, guys.